sit there and say $4.59 a pound and no waste. This is awesome. I can get 10, 12 portions out of that. I'm in that $40 zone. I'm in $4 a person, and I've got awesome product. Wow, I've got to calm down a little, Brent. But this is another awesome product. Roger's going to be cooking that up. He's going to break that apart and just show you how tender it is. And you are going to come to Johnny's and you're going to experience a wonderful product. Well, Brent, I got to take a deep breath because I'm all excited. I apologize. These products at Johnny's are just so awesome. And when you have guests over, you want to give them a treat. And there's only one place to go. Johnny's, now in Martinsburg, West Virginia, and right off Route 11, Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Let's go see Roger Tappan cook these products and show you how it works.
Hello everyone. Today we're talking about how to feed a gathering of 10 to 12 people for around $40. And Johnny's has some great answers for you. Let's start in with shrimp. I'm going to cook 5 pounds at a time specifically. 10 would do nicely for that group gathering. Now let's start with equipment. We need to start with a substantial pot. One that'll hold enough water to cover the shrimp by at least an inch. That water serves as our cooking medium, so we need plenty of it to do a good job. A lid is going to help you bring your shrimp brine to a rolling boil, maybe 10 minutes faster, so a lid is worthwhile. We also want a stirring utensil that will reach the bottom of the pot, because we're going to stir the pot occasionally from the bottom. As soon as the shrimp is done, we're going to transfer it over and drain it in a large colander, and from there we're going to go into some sheet pan, just as many baking pans as it takes to lay the shrimp out, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So to set our brine, 6 quarts of water is always enough to cover 5 pounds of shrimp, and that would put us up to about here on our 16 quart pot. Then I'm going to add a 1.25 cups of cider vinegar, 1/3 cup of Old Bay, 1/3 cup of celery seed, again 1/3 cup of dry mustard. And then we get into an optional area. If you like your shrimp hot, you could go with some cayenne pepper, and of course add that according to your taste. 2 tablespoons if you like it medium, and more than that if you like it hot. Remember about hot spices though, folks, we can always offer those at the table for those with the blowtorch palates, and they can custom season their own. So we've got our brine with water to cover the shrimp, enough water to cover the shrimp, cider vinegar, Old Bay, celery seed, ground mustard, and possibly some hot seasonings. So over high heat, we're going to bring our pot to a rolling boil. We have not added the shrimp yet. We're going to add our shrimp, which are thawed. Thawed is always best to start. And a cooking principle here is those shrimp are loaded, they're 80% moisture. They're loaded with moisture. Heat travels very efficiently and very fast through moisture, so they're going to cook quickly. We do not want to go answer the phone. We do not want to mess around. This is a stay with it cooking operation. So we pour our shrimp into our brine. It may not come to a boil, back to a boil before they are ready. We're going to stir the pot from the bottom frequently, and when those shrimp curl to about half, when most of them are curled in about half, we'll reach in, get one of the larger shrimp out. We can cut it in half. You can peel it and bite it, and if it's pure white, if it's white as my coat throughout, the batch is done. Large shrimp, when all the batch looks half curled, a nicely colored orange, get a big one out, cut it in half, look at it. If it's white, it's right. It's time to drain the shrimp. So we carefully take the shrimp over to a large colander and we drain it. Shish it around maybe a little bit, and then we do not want to let the shrimp rest in this colander, because residual heat will cook those bottom shrimp and overcook them. Remember, we cook fast. Our cook time in the pot was only 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so once we have them drained, we're going to spread them out on sheet pans, as many as it takes, to put them in a near single layer. At that point, we go back to our Old Bay and we sprinkle them with seasoning. This is one of the best points, seasoning points with cooking shrimp, because our diners, our guests, will get that that late seasoning, that on top of seasoning on their fingertips, and it will gravitate to their mouth, and they'll say, boy, that guy really knows how to cook shrimp. Okay, and you've started with a great shrimp from Johnny's, our Texas browns, all Gulf. None of it affected by that oil mess down there. No, we're way far away. We've got tons of the best shrimp at the best. 1995, folks. And we do that. You can cook the 2 5-pounds at once if you have the pots, or just duplicate the effort, and you've got 10, 12 people fed beautifully for $40. So it's just hard to beat. Start with the best, end with the best, and treat your guests the best. And continuing on with our theme for 8, 10, or 12 people for under $40, we are in the under category, because here's our beautiful spiral ham slices, already glazed, already cooked. They're only $10.99 for 5 pounds. 80 ounces of edible product here. No waste whatsoever. I want to show you how to warm this up. We are not cooking, we're heating to temperature. So set your bag thawed. Now thaw this in refrigeration for give yourself 2 days. It'll thaw overnight almost to the center, but 2 days is secure. We got a nice secure package. Just thaw it in a pan in the refrigeration for 2 days, and you'll be perfect. So we want to set the envelope upright so we get to save all this beautiful glaze. Carefully cut it across, and we're going to spray a baking pan, and just transfer it out. Look at this, glaze and all, ready to go. Now you can spread that out a little bit if you like. And we're going to cover this with foil. I've got a 325-degree oven. It's going to take about an hour to heat through to the center. We're going to cover this with foil. And here's a little trick that you can do. We've all had things when we uncover the foil, part of the product sticks to the foil, or the foil marks the product, or the product can mark the foil. So let's just take a little sheet of parchment. Wax paper will work if you're at 350 degrees or less, and we are. Just put a little spray on that. Put that, and then we'll go to the foil. This covering allows us to crimp a little tighter also. Just crimp that nicely tight around the edges. We don't want any of that glaze evaporating away because it's so delicious. Johnny sells more of this product than any other distributor in the United States of America, and we thank you for that. And guess why we sell so much? It's just outstanding. So we're oven ready. Again, 325 for about an hour. It's going to be perfect. You don't have to do a thing. You don't have to rest this product before serving. It's sliced. What could be simpler? And here, let me show you one right out of the oven. There it is. It's just beautiful. Glazed and ready to go. Okay, folks, and here's another product that fits in our category of feeding 10 to 12 people for under $40. And here we're in the under category again because we're only $2.99 a pound. Now, these breast roast, natural breast meat, natural turkey breast, average about 9 pounds. And it's a solid mass, a dense mass of meat, so we're going to have to think about thawing this for like 2 days. 3 would be better, but 2 days should thaw to the center. Once it's thawed, we have a 325-degree preheated oven, and we want to get the outer wrap. There's an outer wrap of film on here, and we want to be careful not to pierce the aluminum